I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm going to be making a larger format cutting board out of these scrap boards right here. We got some Canadian black walnut and some softer burley maple. Let's get right into it. So the first step in making this cutting board was getting rid of all this warp and twists and all these boards. So I brought them over to my jointer, and what that does is it makes an edge and a face completely flat and 90 degrees to one another. Next up, I brought all these pieces over to the planer to get the opposite face I just jointed completely flat as well. Here I'm cutting the final edge of these two maple boards here. Since I'm keeping these ones face grain to highlight those burls that are in it, I didn't cut these into strips like I would a normal edge grain cutting board. Here you can see me picking through these walnut pieces to figure out which one I wanted to use. Two of them had some voids and a lot of sapwood, so I decided to go with the darkest one, which happened to be just wide enough to get 3 strips out of. So now I'm ready for the glue up. So I got my Bessie clamps. I also put some painter's tape on the bars of these. That kind of just protects them from the glue. As you can tell, I have forgot a few times, but mostly what I'm looking for here is just to make sure there's no gaps and there's some nice squeeze out on all the seams. After I let the glue dry for around 12 hours or so, I brought it over to the planer to get it flat again. Next up, I brought the board over to my miter saw to trim both ends. Next up was sanding this board. I had a few voids in it that I filled with CA glue. This clip is me sanding with 80 grit. I went all the way up to 220 and water popped before that, but I don't have all the clips because nobody wants to watch me sand for 20 minutes. Moving on to everyone's favorite part of a project is applying the finish. Here I'm just using pure food grade mineral oil, and it really brought those burls to life. After I let that mineral oil soak in for a couple of hours, I applied Walrus Oil's Wood Wax. It's a cutting board finish, it adds a bit of durability and makes a nice even sheen. Thank you all for sticking around till the end while I make this cutting board right here. I'm super happy with how it turned out. It's got some burls in it, which turned out really awesome. Kind of see them up close there. I was gonna put some rubber feet on them, but both sides are too nice, so I decided it's just gonna be reversible. You can use either side. This is available. If you're interested, shoot me a message, email me, something like that. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.